Hello everyone. I am just showing some patterns that I have that I'm going to sell very cheap. These are all packs that are the first 5 patterns that I did. I will show you each pattern, and some of them there was a fault now and again in my printer and the patterns didn't come out as they should. The instructions inside are perfect. Just things that went wrong with the actual picture. I didn't have my printer set right, or I didn't have the guide set right. I'm going to show you 1 or 2 things that's wrong with them. But these I normally sell for a pack of 5 for £7.50. I'm going to sell them privately. I'm not putting them on a shop, so if anyone wants them, they're going to have to message me by email. And I think for £3.50 you're going to get a bargain, because they work out at probably less than 60p a pattern. And I sell my patterns separate for £2.50 on most shops. In fact, eBay you pay about £2.80. On Etsy you'd pay £2.65 for a single pattern, and Ko-fi you would pay £2.50. But I'm going to show you 1 or 2 of the things that went wrong. There's nothing, like I said, the instructions are perfect. The things that went wrong was mostly to do with the colour and the I might have set I always print my patterns on high so that the print comes out high, which means it comes out the best possible colour and everything. And sometimes I forget because the printer automatically opens up on standard, and sometimes I forget. The likes of something in standard is something like this. It comes out pale, the colour comes out pale, where it should be a lot deeper than that. So I'm going to show you, open up the packs and show you 1 or 2 of the other things that could be wrong. Now this one, you can see straight away, the colour, it printed half of the pattern and the colour sort of went up the creek halfway through. It's come out brighter on one side, but I'll take these out and show you what could be wrong with some of these ones. That is the 16 to 20. It's the same patterns in all of the packs. This is a 16 to 20 rosebud lace cardigan, and this one I didn't have the guide set right. That's why there's no white at the top of the pattern, and sometimes that is just a little spot of ink. That happens now and again when I end up having to clean the nozzle on my printer when that happens. So that's one thing. This one, it'd be very hard for you to see this, but this is what's been done on standard, and you tend to get stripes down the, it happens mainly on the darker colours. Don't know that you can see. You can see stripes running down where there shouldn't be stripes running down. It should be all just plain. That's one fault as well. That's when they're printed on standard instead of high. The same with this one. You see the stripes running down and a spot of ink, I think. Yes. That's what happens now and again when I end up having to clean the nozzle. Things like that happen. Just a spot of ink. It hasn't spoilt the pattern. That's all there is on it. And another one on standard where there's actually stripes. You can't notice it, but those are the kind of things that you find on the patterns. So I'm going to put them ones back in there. And that is mostly all of them. That is the kind of fault, that is all of them. And this one, for any lucky person who gets this one, there's an extra pattern in. There's actually 6 patterns in here. And as you can see, that's the problem with that. I think I printed this. The printer went wrong. It had only printed as far as here. So I put it in again, and it printed over, but it come out a lot, you know, it was a lot deeper the colour, and that's, the back was okay, but that's all that's wrong with it. And you can see how the stitches have been, the words have been written over again. So that one is an extra pattern. There'll be 6 in that one. For the same price, it's £3.50 for there. So if anyone's interested, just send me an email. My email is in the description box on my videos. And if you want to pay me through PayPal, there is a link on the info again. Or if you want to pay me any other way, just tell me in an email if you want to buy any of these. Because I have done a lot like this before, and I just tore them up and thrown them out, and I thought, well, there's nothing wrong with the instructions, it's just the pictures on the front. So that's just a little bit. Let me know if anyone wants any of these. But like saying, there are 6 packs, so it's the first 6 will be the lucky ones that get them. It's first come, first served. So in case I went through these a bit too quick, this is the 16 to 20 inch rosebud lace cardigan, that's in double knitting. And then the 16 to 24 inch moss stitch buttoned up cardigan. They're all patterns, all my patterns are in double knitting. And then the 16 to 24 inch blackberry jacket and hat. The 16 to 24 inch V-neck mock rib cardigan. And the 22 to 28 inch rosebud lace button-up cardigans in double knitting yarn. So that's what all the patterns are, plus one baby one, which I think is in one of these packs. Yes, that one is 2 baby blankets. One is a 2x4 basket stitch, which is, see that pattern on the back. And the other one is the garter ridge and rib, which is the one you see on the front here. That was just a little bit extra in case someone messages and tells me I didn't tell them what all the patterns were.